There are things shaping how you think, how you feel, and how you relate to other people. Not because you're not intelligent, but because they're subtle, invisible. Welcome to the Invisible Field with Ullrica Centurion. I've been waiting to do this podcast for a while, and I just can't seem to find a quiet space to do it in. So I do apologize beforehand, but the sound might not be the best, but I hope the content will be enough to kind of see past that. This is not a podcast about fixing yourself. It's not about becoming a better version of you. And it's not about giving you answers that you can hold on to. It's about noticing patterns, reactions, and dynamics. They're already happening inside you and between us. We live inside systems, social, psychological, and even relational systems that shape us in ways we rarely question. And a lot of what influences us the most is hidden in plain sight. When I say occult, I don't mean something strange or scary. I mean that which is hidden, the subtle layers that shape how we perceive, how we interpret, and how we respond to each other. I'm a hypnotherapist. I work with change. And over time, I started to notice something. People don't just struggle because of what happens to them. They struggle because of how they relate to it. And one of the things we'll explore here is our need to constantly explain how we feel. We have been taught that if something feels off, there must be a reason. Something to fix, something to understand. But what if that's not always true? What if some days just feel heavy? Not because something is wrong with you, not because you're broken, but because you're human. And instead of searching for a story or turning it into a big problem, you could just let it be there and trust that it moves on. That doesn't mean there are no real reasons sometimes, but not everything you feel is a puzzle you need to solve. We'll also talk about how we are with each other, especially when we don't agree. Because it's easy to be kind when somebody sees the world the way you do. It's something else to stay human when they don't agree. Hypnosis isn't just something that happens in a session. It's something we live inside. Patterns of thought, emotional loops, subtle influence from culture, from language, from each other. So this is not a podcast to agree with. It's a podcast to notice what happens inside you while you listen. Because sometimes the most important change doesn't come from finding an answer. It comes from seeing something you couldn't see before. And once you see it, well, you can't unsee it. So welcome. Yours sincerely, Ullrica Centurion.